puss. You're nice and happy, aren't you? Nice cat. Also, I put this Frymac motor back together, blocked it all off and sealed it and degreased it and washed it. Because every time I touch this motor, it just greases my hands up so bad it's just hard to clean off. It's just a nuisance. Just old bloody engine oil, dusty engine oil filled work shed environment it's been in. Also, I've got yet to test that motor. I did try and test it with 40 amp ballast and it just shorts out. So I think that motor might still have a short somewhere. I have to carefully inspect the wiring in that motor. Let that completely dry out first. I did test this one too off camera, carefully with a ballast, and it doesn't start, it just sits there and hums. It's got all, it tested good, as I said before. It's not a complete short though. It's just pulls about 30 amps to try and start. It hums. You can turn it and feel it trying to turn. The capacitors I'm using here, like them ones, don't kick this motor hard enough. It is actually quite a large motor too, so that starts now. This in here, this is quite a big one. This needs a lot of power to start on a single phase. It doesn't short though, it just pulls a lot of energy. Well, let's say it was 22240 delta. It uses 2.2 kilowatt, 8.2 amps. So 440 480 star to 2.5 kilowatt, 1745 RPM. That's if you're on 60 hertz. Obviously, the higher the flex, the higher the speed. 4.7 amps wide and star. 415 volts, 455 RPM. And pulls 4.7 amps. I've managed to score up a good 4 horsepower VFD off eBay. It's a Huan Yang bit. Price wasn't too bad at all. For this sort of thing here, a cheap unit will do. They're relatively reliable. At least they didn't spend much money on it for what it is, so at least if it goes bang, or blow up, or short out, or stuff up, I haven't lost much. The only problem with the cheap inverters are they are a bitch to program. Similar to what the one Ed got. I think he's just a Sarge, I can't remember, but yeah. All I know is it they're a bitch to set up, so when I get it, I'm going to have to scratch my head and try and program it. It will run this though. It's a 4 horsepower, 3 kilowatt. This is 2.2 kilowatt motor. So a 3 kilowatt fits this budget. It will run this thing. Those legs there are made by a company called Jinlong. So it's definitely a Chinese motor, this. Yeah, 4 kilowatt, 3 horsepower, run this thing quite fine. I don't think I'm going to pick up more motors any bigger than this anytime soon anyway. But for all these three, it's perfect. I'll run this one here, alright. I can't remember what it was. What's that one here? .4, yeah, I'll run that, no worries. 3/4 horsepower, yeah, oh shit, they'll run this thing, no worries. So that's alright. But no, this motor's definitely fine. But I just cannot run it. Not using this setup. It's too big. It's way too big. Anyway, just got to clean up in here now, neaten up, and I can wire that up like I did this one. Get them all ready, and I can just wire this straight up to the VFD when it arrives. So I've got a single phase one too. I currently have 3 phase at the moment, otherwise I probably would have waited and got a nice 3 phase VFD, but I think single phase is good enough because I get more access, I can plug it in anywhere, it's more universal. So I just went ahead with that one. Anyway, have another quick look at this one. What the specs of this one. 415 volt, 6.9 amp. It's got far on water dripping out of the bloody thing. No, it's been half trashed. 2 pole, Half scratched off. 6.9 amps of 415 volts. $2,800 RPM. Yeah, I think I'll run this one as well. Just got to find out why it's shorted. I have to give the wires a good look over, I think, in there. Flange mounted, see if I fix it I can make an adapter to make it foot mounted. So I don't really have much use for a flange mounted motor. I don't have any gearboxes or anything useful to bolt these onto, so a foot mounted is preferable. More I can use it. The Positano, Italian motor. But from what I can see, when that thing was new, they put the terminal block on and pinched the wire from the factory. So this motor has never ever been used. Must have just been a factory second or something. And just saw it out and just saw it being thrown around by the looks of it. Bit beat up. Anyway, that'll be enough for now. Thanks so much.